Hey Leo, welcome to Honeybird Tarot. I'm Shan, and this is going to be your general reading for June 16th through the 30th. Before we get started, I just want to say if this video resonates with you, please leave me comments and let me know. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And with that, we're just going to get right into your reading. First, I'm going to get an oracle message for you from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. I'm going to pull one card for the energy that you are embodying, and I want to look at the bottom of the deck for the energy that you need to embody. And those positions can very well be reversed. You take it as it applies to you. But let's get into it. And everything is pre-shuffled, but I still like to shuffle a little bit more on camera. Okay? Messages for Leo. What energy is Leo embodying? What energy is Leo embodying? Messages for Leo. Please for Leo. Ooh, okay. Okay, so Leo, the energy that you are currently embodying is the dragonfly. The dragonfly is a very ancient animal. It's one of the oldest animals, or one of the oldest insects that we have here on the planet. And this is an energy of someone who is very clear-minded, and because they are clear-minded, they can maneuver through situations and maneuver through life very well. They're very agile and adept, or have a very agile mind. The dragonfly can fly forward, backwards, up, down, whatever. But the thing is, it can't do that for its entire life. But once it reaches full maturity and reaches the ability to do that, it only lives for 6 weeks after that. So this is someone, who may not come into that clarity until later on in their life, but when they do come into it, it impacts their life in such a way that it makes things just so much easier for them because of the clarity of mind that they eventually achieve. Okay, and under the deck you have the beaver. The beaver is a very loving, very nurturing energy. This is someone who is willing to go above and beyond for their family. They work very, very hard to provide stability and especially a stable and nice home for their family. The beaver works very hard to build a dam for his or her family. I'm going to refer to the guidebook just for information about how to balance these energies if you happen to be out of balance. So first, let's look for the dragonfly. Okay, so when the dragonfly is, so the dragonfly is the master of light, illusion, and the mind. When in balance, the dragonfly sees clearly, they're joyful and magical. When the dragonfly is out of balance, they can't concentrate, and they have a busy mind. And to bring into balance, you need to focus on your breath. Focus on your breathing, Leo. Okay. The beaver. The beaver is a hard worker, loyal, tireless, and family first. Okay. When in balance, the beaver is happy and they engage in meaningful work. When they're out of balance, they feel useless and worn out. To bring into balance, you need to engage in some physical labor and some selfless service. Okay, Leah? All right, so let's get into your tarot. And today I'm going to be using the HooDoo tarot. And I don't know if I told you guys, but the decks are pre-shuffled. Just going to shuffle over the messages for Leo, please. Wow, Leo, you showed up in your own reading. A card for Leo, please. Okay, Leo, so the first card you have is the Two of Sticks. The Two of Sticks or the Two of Wands talks about making a decision, and as soon as you make that decision, then you take the necessary action to move down that path, whatever that path may be. I believe in this deck, the figure that's represented here is John the Conqueror, and you can find John the Conqueror root growing in certain areas, but it was a root that was used for protection and other types of spiritual work and hoodoo practices. And this, like I said, this energy is about making a decision, and then once the decision is made, immediately taking the necessary action, especially when that decision or that action involves a move or travel or some type of change to your environment. Okay, the next card you have, Leo, is Strength. This is the Leo card. Strength talks about bringing one's own personal energies into balance. In this card, in this deck, it's a mountain lion, but in the traditional tarot, it's a lion that the person is taming, but not in the sense that they're exerting any sort of force over the lion. The lion is tamed by that person's internal energies, because the lion itself is representative of those energies, and especially in your case, Leo. And if you look closely, the lady and this mountain lion have the same eyes. That's because they are one and the same. This is having your spiritual and mental energies in balance, and using that energy to either, it could be to wait, to exercise some constraint, some self-control, or to take action. But whatever it is about balancing your internal energies to take the necessary action, even if that action may possibly be inaction. And when you do that, when you have those internal energies in balance, the world sees it as charisma, as an inner glow that shows to the outer world. Okay, the next card you have, Leo, is Pa. Pa is the moon. And I love this card in this deck because typically when we see the moon represented, especially in tarot, it is representative of feminine energy, and is closely related to Yemonja, Mami Wata, and other feminine spiritual energies or feminine deities. But in this deck, it is related to Pa, the father, a male energy, and it talks about how men are just naturally secretive. A lot of times they don't want to tell you all the details, or might not want to tell you the whole truth, and it's not necessarily always a bad thing or a negative thing. It's just, some they tend to keep certain things hidden, especially things of an emotional nature. And here in this card, we see the father and son. Here they're both wearing fezzes, or the son is, and the father has on his regalia, and this represents the secret societies that were and still are in a lot of ways very integral to African American culture, and passing down. Sorry, that's fireworks. They've been lighting them in my neighborhood for weeks now. But passing down spiritual and esoteric knowledge from generation to generation. So again, secrets being passed down. The next card you have is John Horse. John Horse would be the emperor, or the king of kings, the big boss energy. So this could be someone who is like an executive at their job, in management. They might be a business owner, some type of entrepreneur. But this is someone who is very in control of themselves and typically in control of other situations, people, teams, projects around them. Sometimes this energy, when out of balance, can be very controlling, but there's nothing here in this spread to suggest that that is the energy. So this could just be you or someone else in your energy who's very on top of their game and maybe some sort of authority figure. Okay, and under the deck you have the free man. The free man would be the Fool card. This talks about the first step on a new journey, new beginnings, not being sure exactly of where you're going, but being willing to take that first step down the path. And this person has just finished collecting grave dirt from someone's grave here. We don't know whether he had permission to collect that or not, and we don't know what he's going to do with it, but he feels like collecting that has equipped him for the journey that he's about to take. So it could be that there's something that you need to procure for yourself, Leo. Something secret that you may need to have to help you feel secure in taking that first step on your journey. Okay. All right. I want to clarify with the Gaian tarot. And also with Pa here, there may be some mysteries, some possibly fears or secrets surrounding a situation, and you may feel like you need to gain more knowledge about something before you take that first step on a new journey. But we're going to find out in the clarification. Why is the 2 of Sticks here? Why is the 2 of Sticks here for me? Okay, so the first card you got clarifying the 2 of Sticks is the Moon, the same as Pa. So I definitely feel like there are some secrets or mysteries surrounding whatever this new journey is that you might be embarking on, Leo. When Spirit is saying that you just need to stand strong in your own energy, bring yourself into balance, and eventually these secrets or these mysteries will be revealed to you. And in this deck, the Moon can also be about cycles and about the cycles that you have to go through before something is revealed to you. At a new moon, things are especially hidden. There is no light from the moon. It's completely in shadow. And as it goes throughout a cycle, more and more is illuminated, more and more is revealed. Excuse me. The next card you have is the Explorer of Water. The Explorer of Water would be the Knight of Cups. This is an action towards love or some type of love offer. It could also be the shaky knight, the knight who is trying not to spill his cup of love or not let his cup of love spill as he rides his horse towards whoever it is that he wants to take this offer to. In this deck, it's the same energy, is just represented a different way. This explorer does not want to be overtaken by his emotions, so he is moving somewhat quickly. And there are dolphins here. Dolphins are all about healing, about harmony, kindness, healing energy, love, and nurturing. And this is just representative of the energy that this person is in. And even though it's good energy, it still is very deep and very powerful and very capable of overtaking him if he does not keep in balance on his board, and if he does not move quickly or with a sense of purpose. Okay, and the last card that you have clarifying the Two of Sticks is lightning. Lightning would be the Tower. This talks about an unexpected event that completely shakes up someone's foundations. So when lightning strikes, as you see in this card, there's fallout. You see people literally falling from the sky here. And this tree, representative of life and knowledge and things that have been stable or have been around for a long time. This is an old tree, catches fire. And in that moment, this is very painful and could be, very tragic or upsetting, but it sets the stage for new growth. Oftentimes, when trees have been struck by lightning, spiritual workers will go and take a piece of that tree to use in their medicines or in their spiritual products, because it enhances the power of those products. Also, if a person is struck by lightning, in a lot of cultures, they are seen to be very blessed and often move into the space of being some type of priest or shaman or spiritual healer. But in nature, when things catch fire and when they burn down, they lay the foundation for secondary succession, or the ashes that are produced by those fires literally fertilize the soil and make it the perfect environment for new life to spring up. So I feel like someone, needs to make a decision about perhaps some healing journey that they want to go on, but not everything is revealed to them about just what this journey is going to entail or how they should go about it. But Spirit is saying that you just need to move. Take what you have, take the healing that you've already done, take the love and nurturing that you have to offer, and move. Otherwise, the universe will come in with that lightning or with that tower moment and do that for you. And it's very possible that could have already happened for you. Why is strength here? Anything else about strength? Okay. All right. So the first card clarifying strength is the Nine of Water, or the Nine of Cups. This talks about total emotional fulfillment as an individual or by oneself. This woman is alone here in this card, in this cave, but she is very happy, very ecstatic. She is welcoming the blessings and welcoming the illumination that Spirit has to offer her in her solitude. She's expressing her gratitude for that. And the next card that came out is the Five of Water in reverse. So the Five of Water talks about having regrets, remorse, sadness, could possibly even be grief and depression. So with it being here in the reverse, I feel like this is someone who is coming out of that energy. And with it clarifying the Nine of Water, which is something that talks about singlehood, perhaps someone had a love offer for another person, and things were not quite clear, and the tower moment came in and may have taken their love away or made it impossible for that love to be shared or whatever, and it left someone grieving or in a state of depression. And it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a family relationship, a friendship. It might even possibly be a job. But because it's water, it's something that is very emotional. And it left this person in a state of grief or depression. And I feel like eventually, as they cycle through those emotions, they come to a state of gratitude about the fulfillment that they receive in their solitude, the illumination that they receive that they have been waiting for. And I feel like with those clarifying strength, it is spirit saying to be strong through that grief process or through those negative emotions. Okay. That's perfect. Anything else for Pop? So the first card clarifying pot is the Seven of Water or the Seven of Cups. This talks about having a lot of options or a lot of choices, and sometimes, maybe experiencing some confusion about those choices, not knowing which one to choose. But in this deck, the person has chosen and is drinking deeply from the cup that they have chosen. So I feel like even though there was some mystery or could have been some confusion around a decision or a choice that someone needed to make, they eventually just went ahead and made it. And they are drinking deeply from that cup. Okay. And the Four of Earth is here. The Four of Earth talks about holding on to something. Especially, it could sometimes be in the sense of being stingy or having something that you need to let go of, and possibly being in denial, some type of energy where you don't want to let go. But in this deck, it's more about saving and putting things away for a rainy day. This squirrel is collecting acorns. Looks like some other seeds and nuts too, but most definitely acorns to put away for winter. Because they know that because all things go through cycles, there will come a season when things are not as abundant for them as they are right now. So this could be someone choosing to hold on to something, possibly a relationship, or I really get in the sense that it's a relationship, Leo, but it doesn't have to be. Whatever it is something emotional and possibly something that makes you emotional, but is tied to your physical abundance, tied to money, property, children, that you are holding on to, that, things, there may still be some type of mystery or secret around. Okay. Why is John Horse here? Okay, Leo. Anything else for John Horse? I said I felt like it was romantic. Okay, so clarifying John Horse, the first card we have is the Lovers. The Lovers is about a decision in love, okay, or a decision to be made around love. And it's pretty clear from this card that these people are choosing one another. There's a swan here, and swans mate for life. So if this is a decision around love or around a relationship, this is quite possibly a soulmate relationship or a life partner relationship that decision is needing to be made concerning. And there are also doves here to represent love and purity and harmony. Okay. And with that clarifying John Horse, I feel like someone may be kind of taking charge of a love situation, a love relationship that might have been mysterious, or may have someone may just not have been sure about whether to choose this relationship, but when they make the decision, it's made. Okay. And then the 10 of fire is here. The 10 of fire is a wildfire. I feel like this is the very fire that was started by this lightning strike. So something happened, some sort of upheaval happened, that seemed like it was going to be the end. And in a sense, it was. It created this wildfire and destroyed this forest. But like I said, after these types of fires, the ground is so fertile and it's the perfect environment for new life to spring up. So it could have been the ending of one relationship that made things more ripe for the beginning of a new relationship, or this could very well be a relationship with the same person, but some part of the relationship was needing to die off in order to make room for new energy to come in. And again, all these cards about decisions, the Two of Sticks, the Seven of Cups, and the Lovers, I definitely feel like it's a romantic decision, because under the deck we have the Guardian of Water. The Guardian of Water is the Queen of Cups, and she asked the question, should I give my cup of love? Should I keep it to myself? I know my cup is very special. I know it's overflowing. It's abundant. But I'm not sure if I want to offer it or not. So I feel like Leo, you or someone else is not quite sure that they want to offer love in a certain situation, possibly because of some upheaval that has already taken place or could be about to take place. But I feel like even if that upheaval has taken place or is about to take place, it's only happening to create a better environment for something new, something more viable and sustainable to come behind it. Okay? All right, everything is here pointing you towards taking a new journey, or taking the first step down a new journey, and I hope that you will do it. I know you certainly have the strength to, Leo. Okay, if this resonated for you, please let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you back here for your next reading. Pelu Ife, with love. Bye.